like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, 6 moves. What I do? Lace up the shoes, 6 moves. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, 6 moves. Yeah, it's new in the street, kicks on the news.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man, I'll deal with the hands. Starting game, gone, I ruinate plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Stamina, way to advance when we playing with amateurs. They're on attack when attacking like damages. Every active day back on the camera. High point, just to see me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. You can reach, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Any competition up like a animal. Know the game, like a road to the manual. I do with you what you do on the annual. If you can, let me switch you randomly. Hit dials, I don't think you can handle the battlefield. It's just me and my warrior, guaranteed to be emerging.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, Brady. And that's Elliott, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for the Raven first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
That was nice.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check, check, check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And some room to work. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hale Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go. Because I think that's going to happen naturally now.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Come on, man.
I think
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
it certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From midfield, here's Brady. This goes out right to Doyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Brady now on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Brady now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Jones hit in the ball's head, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Brown, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Check.
To throw is Jackson. Gonna throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, bullshit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Come. Check three.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set the tone, defense.
Play action. Now Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Crunch. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Time to go.
To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, 1 set, let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Come on. Check 43.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Interference. I'm a fucking lineman.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Brady to throw on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go. He's checking. Crash. Check.
To throw again, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Forced out to his left.
Come on, bro.
Nice
No
work to
tackles,
get
all these
7
things.
out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. third down. Jackson. And he's got Snead. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Caught right side. It's Snead. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. Drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and 4. Jackson now from the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A first down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down. This time Jackson will throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, 54. 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Jackson now. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check, watch before.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Come on, man. How many of y'all motherfuckers over there?
From 13 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tim Williams makes the tackle. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Locke again.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Elliott. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. He's to the 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could to get in the end zone. They coughed it up.
I think you're exactly right on that. You do what you have to do to try and win the game. They gave it a shot. You're exactly right about a fumble, then to finishing the game, getting the recovery. Wow, a strange ending, but a heck of a game overall.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
don't know if anybody worried about him. No, I'm talking about nobody worried about him, period. Like, who is he?
Superstar back there off the game. As soon as I get money in, he goes straight to superstar.
Is that what he is?
Yeah,
Nasty.
I know. From the beginning, I couldn't believe it.
That was a good ass pickup. I heard Arizona had a good draft too. You had a good draft?
I mean, shit, him, one other person. I mean, not really. I think it's kind of luck of the draw if you get the right person. Because I got him, but he's a superstar, so that helps. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Because now I got
My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, dismissing the opposition, man. On that lane switching, this is what the game is.
What's going on here? His playing and I'll be good to go. Because it's solidified. You already got the pretty good talent.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This is perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah, what's the trade on there, man? I thought the chat's rumbling.
No, I'm trading Zeke. Cause I got 5 people that I got the same.
What you trading Zeke for, though?
I mean, I don't know if I can move Zeke. Do I want to move Zeke? But you just know how Zeke is just Zeke. Like, he just shut Zeke down the whole first half. Zeke probably had like 7-yard Ravens. He probably had like 7 yards in the first half. Yeah.
How did he shut him down?
Huh?
He shut him down how?
I mean, he slowed him down in the first half. First half he had him. First half he didn't give a shit. Man, he just tearing his ass up. It's that second half Zeke went ugly.
Yeah, but the second half, that's when you adjust it. Like, my second half is always way better than my first half. Because the first half, you kind of see what people do, this is what defense, and this and that. The second half is over. That's when stuff get real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you won, right?
No, I lost.
Oh, you lost? Oh, my.
Dude, listen. I'm not worried about that shit. That's the least of my fucking worries. I said, look, man, listen, I changed his name to fucking Johnston already. Fuck. No, huh? No, I ain't changed. I'm staying on the same playbook.
Okay, no, I was gonna say, they get that change that playbook, to me that's not a farm. You've been playing a whole fucking season for one playbook, and then you're gonna try to change your shit. Like, no. No, to me, anybody that changed that shit, they just went to YouTube and tried to find some shit, and that's why they changed it.
Yeah, but dude I just played. He went to what you call though. He just found his play before his quarterback. He run with that motherfucker.
Oh, he run?
Yeah, he run.
What you looking for, Z? I need to know. You looking for picks?
No, hell no. It'll take at least, look, this dude just got 3 firsts for damn near what you call for Devon Miller. I'm getting crazy shit for Zeke. That shit ain't even fucking option.
They don't even respect the trade. Like, I just think
couple offers, but maybe one offer. I'm not sure. Man, I wasn't supposed to turn down, but my fucking rookie quarterback he ain't bad right now. He actually doing his fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I threw an inside slant. You know what I'm saying? He's 7 for 9 in backup role. 7 for 9, 1 TD, 1 interception, 77 completion. He ain't bad. He ain't took a sack yet. I might start him next game. Depends on who I play.
What? Oh, yeah. Like, only you end up drafting. You end up drafting somebody?
Oh, I play the Eagles. Yeah, I'm starting next game.
No. You had picks, didn't you?
Yeah, I drafted offensive lineman.
Was he good or no?
He was giving up a lot of shit early. No, he actually ain't bad. He ain't bad. I mean, he is a 60. I think he started out 68. He's like 71 now.
That's my thing, I think. He's like a real person. Was that a first round or no?
No, he's a second round pick. But he is rated 4th round. But I like him over everybody else.
I'm surprised that's the first round pick. I'm being on like the 83, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like up there.
Yeah, I am too.
Like top 10 to me should be top 10. Like 82, something like that. Those dudes are like, top tier.
Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask you. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched.
What was he trying?
Yeah, I'm about to move Leonard Williams and probably move Chris Harris. No, I don't need him. I got Woozier, and I got some nice pieces. So Chris Harris, yeah, he X Factor, he cool. Leonard Williams cool, but Leonard Williams starting over a 1-year player I want to start, and Woozier should be my number 2 cornerback, but Chris Harris is. Now that I got
How old is Chris Harris?
30.
He gonna retire on you.
No, he ain't retired.
I just ran a check up on my Some to my neighbor that had it. It makes sense.
No, I wouldn't use Zeke anyway.
You know what?
I wouldn't use Zeke anyway.
Why? What's up?
Why would I?
Made out here, man.
It is money to be made.